Hey, this is Scott, and today we've just got another very simple video. I just wanted to show you this wireless charger from Zttopo that I've been using and really enjoying lately. So obviously there are tons of these on the market, but they asked me if I wanted to try this out, so I said yes, and honestly, especially for $20, I've been absolutely loving it. It works perfectly, and there's really not much to complain about at all unless you get really nitpicky. However, this is a review, and there are a few things that maybe I don't like quite as much. So let's go over this point by point and talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of this wireless charger. So like we said, this is only going to set you back about $20, which is more than some, but it's also less than others. And what you're getting here is a really reliable charger that has lots of protections built in. It's compatible with pretty much any phone that has wireless charging capability, and it's going to give you a really fast and consistent charge with no overheating or any problems like that. I love how thin this is. Now, that may not be a huge deal for some people, but I would much rather have this sleek little thin design sitting on my desk than something big and clunky. Plus, this is going to make it a lot easier to bring along with you when you're traveling. The size of this, this way as well, has also been really quite good for me. I did have a smaller wireless charger before, and there were actually several times where I woke up in the morning and my phone was dead because either I hadn't put it down correctly in the right spot, or it had got shifted just a little bit in the nighttime. Maybe I checked the time or something and put it back down, and then it was dead in the morning. So I missed my alarm clock or something like that. But that hasn't happened a single time with this. The active area on here is a bit larger, and it's going to make it a lot easier to just put your phone down and not have to worry about it being in the wrong spot or anything like that. They do actually have a little LED on here though that will blink red actually if you put your phone down wrong, and it wants to alert you that hey, it's not charging, and then when it turns blue, you know that you're all set. So it's very clear to see when it's charging. But again, I've had no problem whatsoever just plopping my phone down on here and not really paying attention to it too much and making sure that it still gets a good charge. The little LED that I mentioned on here is also bright enough that you can definitely see, whether or not your phone is charging easily, but it's not so bright that it's going to distract you if you're trying to sleep, for example, unless you have it right up in your face. It's fast charge compatible and will automatically adapt to whatever phone you put on here. So for me, for example, I have an iPhone 10. When I put that down on here, I'm getting 7.5 watts fast charging, which is much faster than my old charger was. And some phones can even take advantage of faster speeds with up to 10 watts available. So despite the large surface area of this, which is really nice, it's not really a grippy material at all. It's a smooth plastic, and that does mean that, especially if you don't have a case on your phone, it can slide around a little bit, so you have to be aware of that and maybe take a little bit more care when putting your phone down, as opposed to something that does have a little bit of a rubber grip on it. And I would prefer if this material was a little bit more grippy, or at least if they had that grippiness around the edges. The cable that comes with this is also not incredibly long. It's probably about 1 meter long or so. This will possibly give you some problems depending on where you have this set up. However, it is just a standard micro USB, so theoretically you could just switch this out with another cable if you need something that's a little bit longer. Mine also didn't come with a USB adapter, so be aware of that if you don't already have one, but I have seen this available together packaged with a quick charge USB adapter in some places. So just search around a bit and you could probably find one of those packaged together with that if you don't already have one. So this definitely has a few pros and a few cons, but again, I've been using it for the past month or so and I've had no complaints whatsoever in actual use. It's been reliable and consistent, which is basically what you want out of a phone charger, and at only $20, it's going to be hard to complain without being nitpicky about things like the smooth surface on the top. So I'm not the most technical person in the world for things like this, but like I said, I've been enjoying it for the past month or so with no problems whatsoever, so I wanted to take the chance to just share my thoughts with you as a general user. But if you do have any questions, let me know down below and I will do my best to get back to you. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more in the future. As always, thank you for watching.